So welcome to another episode of Street Brain Radio. I'm Ken Mogi and I'm working on the University of Tokyo Komaba campus. And I'm thinking about Nietzsche. I read Friedrich Nietzsche's The Birth of Tragedy when I was 15 and I was very impressed. And, he was a great man of really big courage because he started as a young scholar with full of promises and his colleagues admired his rigorous style. But then he came up with this idea of writing The Birth of Tragedy, which was an original, deeply resonant consideration of the Greek culture and his object of love at the time, the music of Richard Wagner. But, so this was actually the starting point of Nietzsche's career as an independent thinker. But, naturally, his colleagues at the university didn't like it because university professors don't like independent thinkers. So they kind of derided Nietzsche. And also the students who are always eager to follow the crowd. I'm doing kind of a walking comic again here. They walked out of his lecture, so Nietzsche had to deliver to an empty classroom. But that was actually the start of his wonderful career. And of course, everybody thinks that although Zarathustra was his magnum opus, and in it he coined this idea of eternal recurrence, which is brilliant because, let's face it, there's no afterlife, except, of course, in the great comedy series produced by and played by Ricky Gervais. If you are a rational thinker, then it would appear that there's no afterlife. But at the time of Nietzsche, it was not apparent. So Nietzsche was really courageous to point that out, and he accepted the fact that maybe the life on this earth, in this universe, was all there was for us. I mean, this is it. And, we come and go, and we are born, and we are dead in several decades, and anything between is a bonus. That's a really great quote from my favorite comedy series, The Little Britain. Actually it was from the first show. Excuse my fragile memory, but anyway. So Nietzsche's acceptance of the conditions of life that we are all in was really brilliant. And he also discussed amour fati, the love of fate, the fact that we are bound here, we are mortal things, and we are embodied here and now. That has been something that was a source of complaint in many religions because they envisioned a world where we don't die and everything is perfect. But Nietzsche said that, hey guys, this is it. This is all we've got. We're here in the great eternal recurrence, and let's face it. And that was brilliant. And and finally, in his one of the most impressive writings of his career, The Gay Science, he predicted that the era of tragedy will be over, and the era of comedy would come. And that, I think, is one of the greatest predictions of humanity, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So, in my honest opinion. So I actually reached the university building where the great lecture by Professor Shin Shimojo from California Institute of Technology, the model for the great comedy show, The Big Bang Theory, is happening. So I need to go there. I admire Big Bang Theory for the depiction of the culture where theoretical physicists, especially particle physicists, they kind of have a disdain for experimental physics and biology in that order, in the pecking order, in the great intellectual hierarchy. And I love that comedy show. But anyway, I need to, go to the classroom. So see you around. And here's to Nietzsche. So the final ending statement. Nietzsche was a really courageous man, and he put priority to pursuing his honest intellectual intuition before his self-preservation instinct in the eyes of his colleagues, and that made Friedrich Nietzsche great, and that is a lesson we need to learn from even today.